Were you forced into labor by a brutal army and robot sentinels?
I mean, in college, briefly. I took a semester abroad. This is what I get bogged down in, where I'm like, are we reading this to the audience? What the are we supposed to do with all this text? Like, beat them up. Let's beat them up.
Let's just say I have far more sinister plans in mind.
Like, I want to go...
Oh, Lord.
I want to go yin-yang twins and just beat the up.
It's Jay Leno. Look at that.
Yeah.
Did you see him?
Yeah.
That was all chin. You guys are F now. Like you look so uncomfortable in that. You know, like that's not...
The high-waisted panty line. That is pervasive in comics. Can we talk about it?
That is just inside her right now.
Well, it has to be, right?
It's gotta be.
Just through sheer force of pulling from the top part of her suit, it's all pulled towards the middle.
It's taut. Welcome back to Watson James Don't Play. My name is James.
And I'm Psylocke's Watson.
Crevasse. Fill it!
With your... Yeah. You know.
X-Men Mutant Apocalypse on Super Nintendo. We're a little late to the X-Men game, but we got around to it.
We love X-Men and any excuse to talk about it, so going back and playing this right now felt like a natural thing.
You may have noticed that, skip all that, you may have noticed they were not playing like the X-Men cartoon theme song, because that's copyright as hell.
Right, did you turn the sound off?
Oh, it wasn't playing at all, is what I'm saying, is that they don't even get to put it in the game. They could not afford it.
Licensing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who should we play as? Gambit?
I mean, that's the natural inclination for me.
Yeah.
I'm a staff guy. I like a guy with a staff.
A nice bow staff.
It's a good weapon. It's
Pretty
a solid
good bow
weapon.
staff.
But if you'll...
Look at this entrance. He drops the card down. Boom, baby.
Right. He just came from stealing April O'Neil's trench coat.
Right.
It's a little on the yellow side, but I think it's just supposed to be like a light brown. But you get the reach. It's nimble. I love the staff. Right? Bow staff's great. What do you like?
Bow staff's awesome.
Of these types of weapons?
Are we doing like Ninja Turtle weapons now?
Well, I mean, it feels like that's
Basically?
kind of the standard, right? Is those are the 4 types, quote unquote, of weapons.
The most impressive are nunchucks. To be good with nunchucks and effective at them, yeah.
Define effective, because they never seem that effective in real life.
I don't know. I've never seen anyone get the shit beat out of them, like for real, with nunchucks.
That's almost grounds for disqualification from this contest, then.
Because I haven't seen it.
I've seen someone get hit with a stick. You know, I can verify what kind of damage that does.
In last night's episode of X-Men, Nightcrawler uses swords.
Last time on X-Men.
He used 3 swords. It was fucking awesome.
3 swords is a lot.
Right. Too much.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think how I would try to wield 3 swords, and it's not going great even in my head.
So Wolverine said something like, I got 6 reasons for you, bub, to go fuck yourself.
Sure.
And then Nightcrawler teleports in and goes, make that 9. But he had a German accent.
Hell yeah.
And he had 3 swords, 2 in each hand and 1 with his tail.
Makes that 9.
Perfect.
I fucking love Nightcrawler so much.
He's awesome, right?
He's probably my all-time favorite X-Men. There's one other that I like to bring up, but I like to bring it up in that esoteric, like, have you ever heard of this X-Man?
Oh, yeah? Who's that?
Kind of way. He is an X-Man, and I say X-Man loosely. He is a mutant, okay?
Sure.
In this universe.
He probably wears an X just in case.
Well, his power is essentially that as soon as you stop looking at him, you forget he exists.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a very bizarre and kind of one-off story, I feel like.
Super weird, yeah.
But it's so much fun just to think about that as, you know, like a hypothetical. Like, what if people forgot you as soon as they stopped looking at you? Talk about that.
I wish it was true. I wish people forgot me.
Oh, that got heavy.
Just the first thing that popped in my head. The second thing that pops in my head is the character from Mystery Men who is only invisible if you're not looking at him.
Oh, yeah, that is kind of a funny, analog.
The Invisible Boy. And then as the movie progresses, he's like, they get to this room to where it just disintegrates anything that gets close to it, right? Anything close to the door. And he goes, I know how to beat this. This is my time. This is what I was born for. You cannot look at me. So everyone turns around.
Yeah.
He takes all of his clothes off. Or no, he doesn't. He just goes invisible as soon as Everyone looks away.
It works.
And all his clothes drop off. He got raptured. He raptures himself.
Yeah.
And anyway, it comes to find out that he did go invisible.
Right.
And now he's naked. And that was proof that he went invisible because all his clothes fell off.
Well, and it worked.
It fucking worked.
Because the camera couldn't see him. The you know what I mean? The
Yeah.
machine couldn't perceive him.
Look at this tiny speed boot. Tiny speed boot.
It does look
Little
like,
Canadian speed
like he
boot.
just stole that from a kid. So the X-Men I was talking about,
This is the perfect size.
his name is Forget-Me-Not.
Okay.
He is incapable of being perceived or remembered by virtually everybody. When Forget-Me-Not is not directly within view of an individual, his presence, existence, and any memories of him completely disappear. That's his whole shtick.
Interesting.
Is trying to basically...
How do you live like that?
Is trying to, live from day to day, being like, okay, so how am I going to prove my existence today, minute to minute? You know?
Right. So this scene right here, this boss battle, if you want to call it that, is I just have to kill these 4 lasers. The reason it seems really simple is because executing this is a pain in the ass. This is a Capcom game. Capcom made Street Fighter. And they're like, how do we do combos in a game?
God,
I know.
I do love Capcom, though.
So in order to throw a card up, I have to hit up punch just right.
Oh.
And hitting it just right, it fucking sucks.
Ain't that always the way, though? I love Capcom,
So there's no time limit to this.
but that does
But
fall into a Capcom.
This might be this might be the whole episode if I can't fucking.
Well,
I got one.
I mean, yeah. Look at it.
There we
it
go.
is. There it is.
Yeah, you got to do that a bunch.
But you gotta just keep training your fingers to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm practicing as we play right
you'll
now.
get it. Yeah.
It took me. I did this level last night. It took me a while.
It's all right, young Padawan.
Shoot me. Do it.
You know what? You've earned the right to be on this podcast, but I do not grant you the rank of co-host.
So that's why it's so forgiving, is because doing the thing is such a pain in the ass. All right, 2 down, baby.
Yeah, you're halfway there.
This can be done.
He can be taught.
Oh, 2 in a row.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Double rainbow all the way.
as you train your fingers, you're hitting it more
Yeah.
consistently. Yeah, you're remembering. He's waking up.
He's remembering.
The sleeper has awakened.
Awakened?
Awakened.
Gotta be.
Awakened.
Awakened. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
'cause it's
sleeper
not-
has awakened. Saying
No, because you awoke from a bad dream.
the sleeper has awoken.
Is it either?
And now he's protesting on campus.
Sound off in the comments.
Did you see that? That was topical.
You nailed it. Fucking nailed it.
Fucking barely. This guy's waiting for me to walk underneath of him. Do it. He's not even going to shoot anymore. All right.
So we did
Oh, finally.
a couple of weeks
So
back.
then you jump in here and you just beat the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, kick their ass. We did talk a little bit in the last couple of weeks about X-Men 97. I made you hold off on some X-Men 97 talk because I hadn't watched episode 5.
And you've made it up to episode 5.
And I
now,
watched
right?
through episode 5.
Tight.
And my boy Nightcrawler is still alive. That's all I care about.
He's fine.
He's
He
fine.
Even, he even has his own. Now
Came
you
in
haven't-
clutch.
You haven't seen this, so just spoilers for episode 6.
Spoiler for everybody. We're just going to spoil the whole thing at this point.
So, starting now, I'm ruining everything.
We're ruining it all.
Episode 6 rolls around, intro starts. Gambit has died in episode 5.
As
at least,
per his sacrifice in the last episode.
and the intro happens, and you're waiting for Gambit to pop up in the intro. He's been replaced by Nightcrawler, and Nightcrawler has swords. And I go, Nightcrawler has never had swords before.
Why would he need them?
But finally, in last night's episode, I go, oh, all right. He has swords now. When did Nightcrawler get swords? This is awesome.
Do you think they had a lot of meetings where just a bunch of people were like, what about swords?
They knew people are going to be like, have some opinions on it, you know?
Well, everybody's going to have an opinion on it, yeah.
Luckily, Nightcrawler's badass, so why wouldn't he have swords?
I'm telling you, he's my favorite. He's just my favorite little guy.
The way they introduce them, the swords, is that he gets thrown into a wall, and you know the 2 swords up on the wall kind of thing.
Yeah.
They fall like right in front of where the camera would be, and I go, okay, there's the swords.
Ah,
All right.
I understand.
If you're wondering why I'm doing so well in this game, it's because I'm using a Game Genie.
Oh, what? A blast from the past known as Game Genie.
Because I'm tired of sucking. I don't want to suck.
Look.
All right, just let me win a game.
Maybe I want to start on level 15. No problemo.
I just want to win.
I just want to feel awesome.
This meaningless game, let me have this.
Right.
You know, that's where I'm at in life. Just let me have this. I think Nightcrawler is probably my favorite just because he's a little more introspective. He's not a dick. He has like a quote unquote tragic backstory, like most fucking comic characters, I feel like, but without it being too maudlin, and he doesn't cry about it all the time.
He is how every Christian should be.
And he's fun.
Because he's very religious.
He is very religious.
It's extremely important to him.
It's fundamental to his character.
And he's not pushy.
And yet we like him.
We love him.
I cannot change the pain you have caused me, so I will pray for you.
Take note.
And I cannot. There's one thing I hate. It's a fucking zealot. Well,
for anything, really.
Anything, yeah.
It could be Diet Coke. I'd still think you're an asshole. Like, I get it. You like Diet Coke.
Just with what I grew up, which was a really, toxic religious environment. A character like Nightcrawler, you think that I'd be kind of turned off by him, but no, that's not the case at all. It's his spine I'm crawling up, I guess. Okay.
I like that it smells bad when he does his teleportation.
Does it? I didn't know that.
It smells like brimstone.
Oh.
Which would be sulfur in modern parlance.
There is a scene last night where Wolverine grabs onto Nightcrawler, and after he grabs onto Nightcrawler, he teleports. And you get to see from Wolverine's perspective
what happens
going through the teleportation.
Which is dope.
It was, what a cool scene.
That is fucking dope. Who's your guy? Who's your X-Man or just mutant in general?
Oh, Nightcrawler.
Oh, he's yours too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I thought I was talking about mine, and then you were gonna hit me with like, actually, here's 10 reasons why Cyclops is the greatest character ever.
He's always been my favorite.
Okay, who's your second guy? And then I'll tell you my second guy.
Oh, my second guy's Wolverine. I'm pretty standard.
He's pretty
basic.
great. He's pretty great though.
He's a good.
I mean, nothing against Wolverine. He's great.
Yeah.
No shame in anybody who has him as their first or second choice.
I could make a couple of women real sad right now.
I think probably my second choice is Colossus.
Now my third choice is Beast.
Ooh, that's a good one. I kind of forgot. Okay, yeah, Beast is good.
And it's funny because Beast and Wolverine kind of have the same haircut. I don't know if that was an accident or what, but they both have kind of the furry ear thing going on.
Yeah, I think it's just a stylized thing that works well.
Just kind of happened.
Yeah, and they just kind of ran with it. I do like Colossus, though. I like how even-keeled he is, because that's how I imagine, like, you would be if you were just... I don't know, what is he technically, just made of metal or whatever?
That's how you need to be when you're indestructible.
Exactly, he's chill.
Your building is crushed. Any more today?
He's chill as hell.
Just take it easy.
He's always ready with, well, you saw Deadpool. Everybody saw Deadpool, right? That's
Right.
pretty much who he is.
He's just this big guy that doesn't want to hurt stuff,
Big heart,
that can really hurt stuff.
loves the team, and would love to just do anything but hurt you.
I got that guy on the way down, like with my claw swipe.
Until he has to hurt you.
It's so nice to finish levels
Look at you.
because I have unlimited health and can't be hurt.
Like a real GAY.
Let's do Beast now.
mer.
We did Gambit, we did Wolverine, we're going to do Beast now. Are we going to make it through all 5 of these? This is pretty exciting for me.
It's extremely exciting. I like that you're just standing.
So that's good game design.
They didn't do a different animation.
Right. That's good game design because it implies right away you're going to need to do this.
Yeah.
The game kind of did it for you.
Right.
Said, hey, this is kind of what this level is going to consist of.
By the way, don't forget about the vertical.
Right.
Oh.
You get stuck, walk on the ceiling.
All right, who do you think the most powerful mutant is? Take your time. Take all the time you need.
Yeah, I gotta kind of think about that one.
I mean, keep it rattling around. Obviously, we've got some strong contenders just within the X-Men. You've got the Dark Phoenix within Jean Grey.
Yeah.
That's one of the, what do they call them? Omega level?
Yes, Omega level mutants. The real dangerous ones.
The super dangerous
Jean
ones.
Grey's pretty dangerous. I'm trying to think of some other ones that
I feel
are
like she
also-
gets cited a lot, yeah.
I think Storm doesn't get the credit she deserves.
Oh, good call.
She is getting it this series. They're like saying, because they looked at a Sentinel saw Storm and was like Omega level threat, and I'm like, thank you.
It's impervious to our weapons.
He has not yet felt the force of the elements!
Exactly.
Thank
that
you.
was dope.
She controls the fucking weather. Yes, that's a big deal.
Right. So just so we're clear, Magneto Omega level, Forge not Omega level. There are upper limits and things that do define these things. So if you guys want to check out Omega level mutants, you've got Lots of cool ones, though. You've got Iceman. You've got Storm, obviously, that we just talked about. Powerhouse, Vulcan, Kid Omega.
Iceman seems kind of unassuming at first, but you really think about it. Oh, yeah, he can just freeze anything.
Temperature manipulation is subtle but cool as a
Yeah.
power. And then, obviously, Monarch can manipulate reality in the quantum realm or whatever, which is crazy to even think about.
There we go. Look at me. I'm walking on the ceiling. Walking on the fucking ceiling.
Do you like Jean Grey as Marvel Girl, or do you like her more as just Jean Grey?
I've always seen her as Jean Grey. I grew up with her as Jean Grey.
I know. I don't know
You
what
know?
anyone calls her Marvel Girl, but it just seems odd.
They touched on it a little bit. Can I not get through? Oh, I see. Oh, look at that. You have to grab the lever with your feet.
Love it.
Oh, this game's fucking awesome.
Love that.
Unexpected. I didn't expect to like this game. I never played it when I was a kid.
You know,
I played it for the first time last night.
it's got a lot of charm. It's just like that's the good part of Capcom. I mean, we kind of bagged on them for their combos of buttons and stuff,
Right, that's
but
annoying.
But the good part is that they're just charming games. For everything from pulling the button with his fucking feet to the little card intro of Gambit at the beginning. Like,
I just
it's all
straight up
just nice
Velcroed.
touches.
I just Velcroed to the fucking ceiling. It's awesome.
It's just great. So other than spoiling X-Men, what else do we want to spoil?
I'm trying to think.
Do we have some fun stuff to spoil this week? I've been watching. I've been rewatching the Riddick movies and also the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 90s movies.
Yeah, we said last week on the show that we need to play the Riddick games on the show sometime, and I've been watching just people do playthroughs of the Riddick games. It's fucking awesome.
Well, and I'm going to be honest. Yeah, that's one of the things that sparked my watch through because it's like I want to be fresh on these sweet Riddick quotes. Speaking of which, his name is Richard Riddick.
Yes, Richard B. Riddick.
Dick Riddick.
Dick Riddick.
Dick Riddick himself.
Okay, there we go.
That's so. Yeah, if you guys want to stay tuned next week, we'll definitely talk more Pitch Black, Chronicles of Riddick. Like, I think we should play that game next.
Just like I own this game you're watching right now, I own the Riddick games as well.
It's just that's why we have the show.
And if you want to play X-Men Mutant Apocalypse, play it any way you can.
Any way you can. Buy
not
physical media while you can. Support artists, support game developers that are actually working hard to preserve and bring you entertainment. Just help everybody out and get things while you still can.
I like how Beast just gets to fight Sentinels straight up. No one else gets to. Beast is like, I can take him.
Let me just punch him.
Just let me at him.
Let me just fucking punch him. Did you like my capitalist rant?
There's one scene. Yeah, it's wonderful. there's one scene in X-Men '97 where Beast goes inside of a Sentinel and starts piloting the Sentinel somehow.
That's fucking dope.
And I go, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Excuse me. First of all, through Christ, all things are possible.
Let me finish. It doesn't make any sense, but also give me more of that, please.
Yeah, he's a doctor. Why couldn't he figure out how to do that? He gets in there, he pulls some wires around with his PhD brain, and pretty soon his strength is moving a Sentinel.
What
you
are
know?
some other scenes that come to mind in the new X-Men '97 that really stood out to you? Because I have one queued up right now, but I'm going to ask you first.
I'm gonna be super mushy and say one of the things I really liked was Magneto dancing with Rogue.
Yeah.
I thought that was a very it kind of touched on some of the emotional stuff that X-Men does well.
Right.
That kind of interpersonal dynamic between those characters I thought was really, really well done.
Yeah.
And I just, being a Gambit guy, of course my heart was a little broken, but it was just so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my mushy.
Gambit seems like a cool guy. He doesn't seem like the cuck type. So.
Well, right,
know?
and you just don't like to see your boy in that situation.
No, and he handled it well.
With
That's
grace.
why the reason I say that he doesn't seem like the word I don't want to say again because I feel like I shouldn't say it twice.
It's a
weird word. Is that he's being cool about it?
He's being
as cool as you can about it.
He's being as cool as he can. You respect that, even though it is difficult for him, that he is trying his best to be supportive. But yeah, it hurts. It hurts to see that kind of thing. So
Psylocke is fucking stacked.
that stood out to me. Just that kind of where it all crystallizes for him, and he's watching them, and they're doing the thing, and coupled with all the other mutants just kind of living in paradise in the last moments before spoiler alert. All the bad stuff happens. What was yours? What's something that stood out for you?
Oh, I think it's from the first or second episode. Cyclops jumped out of the Blackbird, and everyone else can fly or has a plan.
Oh, right.
And I go, Cyclops, my guy.
Yeah.
My guy, you're just a dude.
There's always that one guy on the super team who has to have so much more equipment
Right.
than everybody else.
I go, Cyclops, you're just a guy. You're not going to, this is not going to go well for you. And he goes, don't worry. I got it, baby.
Well, you take it one step further and realize that Cyclops is like kind of the only reason they even need the plane.
Right. Everyone else can get around just fine.
Pretty well. I mean,
Like
look,
Wolverine can just ride Beast through the sky.
he's got a motorcycle.
Don't make me explain it. I refuse. But Cyclops jumps out of the plane and he turns his optic blast like fully on and blasts into the ground, and it slows him down enough to where he can just land safely. And then he says, "To me, my X-Men," and I'm just like, "All right, that was hot.
I mean,
That
look,
was fucking hot." All right,
They're giving him a real chance this time around to not be quite so
Don't be so-
dorky.
not be such a bitch.
Just a little bitch.
Bitch.
No, he gets a lot of hate. We love Cy.
I have a friend of mine. That's his guy. Cyclops is his guy.
Scott Summers.
Scott Summers. He's got a tattoo and a statue, and I go, all right, that's enough. Like a bust of Cyclops and ink. You like Cyclops,
Dude, a bust,
that's all you need.
A bust of Cyclops.
A fucking
is
bust.
Too much.
Well, he has a bust, right? And then
the
he's
thing-
got like
And then the thing. No, I don't want to just stare at it. I want it on me. Like
so he has a bust of Cyclops, and then he has like a more detailed figure of Cyclops, and then of course the tattoo of Cyclops.
That being said, I have some dumb tattoos that mean nothing, and no hate to anybody. Love what you love, but like
It means a lot to 'em.
To me, that's like okay, I get it. Yeah, that's a deep one for you. Okay, respect. I get that. I guess. Not for me though. I would not choose Cyclops.
It'd be a lot easier if I could run.
You know what would?
Holy shit! Oh god, I thought I was gonna.
Psylocke just got fucked.
That was stressful. Oh wow, it throws me out. Shit.
You know what would be sick though is like a full on Nightcrawler sleeve.
That'd be cool.
That would
Yeah.
be cool because you could do some fun portal stuff with it.
And in this economy, though, shit.
In this economy, you
Yeah.
have to mortgage a fucking house.
I love tattoos. All right,
Sure.
I'm about tattoos.
Yeah.
love them.
We're
Can't get enough of them.
We're about that life.
They're so expensive, you know.
To get anything that's worth it, yeah.
And like I had a tree branch fall near my house last night.
And it really reprioritized
It
some
kind of
things
like
for you.
it rearranged my brain a little bit, and I
Yeah.
go, all right, I can't get ink. I
Yeah.
want to. Oh, I want to get a tattoo. I got that itch.
Don't do the irresponsible thing. Yeah,
No, I'm
I
gonna have
get
to
you.
hire a tree guy and not get a tattoo. And those two things cost about the same. That's what I'm
Unfortunately.
pissed about.
That's what's annoying, yeah.
I can't have both. I gotta hire the tree guy. I can't get a fucking tattoo.
Well, and I can't pull off the dumb style or ignorant style, whatever they call it, like those simple tattoos. Like
Sorry, I just forgot that I'm Cyclops and I can just shoot people.
I can't
Like-
pull that shit off. I was like, wow, hand-to-hand combat. He's dedicated.
Right. I'm like, wait, what am I doing? Optic blast. Oh, this part's annoying.
What do you think about those? Like those patchwork, like really just they look intentionally kind of poorly done. You know?
Oh,
what I'm
I
talking
don't
about?
know. No,
You've seen them. You know what I'm talking about.
What the fuck just happened? Everything's fine.
I didn't pause anything.
Nothing happened.
That's not even possible.
I feel like I just had a stroke.
Game Genie, I blame you.
Timing this out just right to shoot the motorcycles. It's fucking tough.
We are going to do it, though. We're going to beat levels, or at least play through levels, with all these characters. I'm stoked for us. This is a big episode for us.
That was cool. That was nice. I like that. That was a solid blast.
Yeah.
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 Clean, baby. That took me a while last night just because the timing's weird.
Well, look, that's the beauty of pre-gaming, you know?
Cyclops,
Pass that value directly onto our audience.
Cyclops has such a tiny head in this game.
It like,
He's so bubbly. Like his muscles are so bubbly.
he's a little...
And he's got a tiny head.
He's a little top-heavy.
Yeah. He's hunched over
Although
too.
I don't know, his thighs and stuff are pretty beefy, too. But yeah, the head's proportionally a little small looking. Whoa.
He's fine. Oh,
Yeah.
these dudes jump out of the water at you
Why do they look vaguely like Predator?
in order to stab you.
Aquatic
Ha!
predators.
Knife. Cyclops' only weakness. A fucking knife.
A fucking knife to the chest.
Anyway, him jumping out of the plane made me think like you have one thing. You are just a guy otherwise. You're squishy. You do not have super strength. You are not invulnerable. You just shoot stuff with your face. So just take it easy with the fucking theatrics.
And I was having fun with the guy having the tattoo and stuff, but I remember one of my favorite toys as a kid was I had a Cyclops action figure, and his, like, the special toy action that he did was you could look through the back of him, and it was a little red lens in there, and it looked like you were having, Cyclops vision because you could see,
That's awesome.
like Scott
that
does.
sounds cool.
It's not. It's just like an innocuous little toy that I got at like a garage sale or something. Just a loose fucking figure.
My favorite toys growing up.
But it was
were-
great. I loved it. He had great articulation points. You could do his elbow and stuff too,
Hell yeah.
which was pretty rare at the time.
My favorite toys as a kid were the toys that were like closest to the thing from the movie. Like let's say a web shooter, for example. Even though it was just silly string, it was a fucking web shooter, right?
Oh, I wanted this one so bad.
The Cyclops visor, of course, that would be awesome to have. Just a Batman mask in general.
Any
dope.
kind of Batman mask.
Burger King had one toy that I wanted I never got. We had a Burger King in my hometown. It was whenever Men in Black came out. And they released the Neuralizer.
I was going to say, I vaguely remember toy tie-ins for Men in Black.
The Burger King toy was a Neuralizer, and it was fucking cool. They had other Men in Black toys, like you could get one of the worms or whatever. I was like, what is her power? Yeah, it's this. This is her power. Punch fast, right?
Punch fast.
That's what it is. Punch.
I'm sorry to do
Energy punch.
to do Psylocke a disservice like this.
Psylocke, what is your power? You just do that? That's it? That's all you got? Look it up. What's Psylocke's powers? I really don't know.
I'm on it, boss.
All right.
Vamp.
Fucking
Vamp, dog.
no. But look at her outfit. It's weird. It looks so uncomfortable.
It looks very uncomfortable. It feels disrespectful. Like I just don't have any patience for this kind of shit anymore. You
No.
know what I mean?
It's
I'm
fucking
like,
dumb.
yes, we all appreciate how caked up she is, but she's the whole fucking person. Can we act like that? You know what I mean? Like two things can be true.
I think they let Olivia Munn wear more clothes in the movie.
I think you're
than
right.
this character, and
Yeah.
thank goodness.
And good for Olivia Munn.
Watch me put a picture up now of Olivia Munn barely wearing anything.
Yeah, directly contradicting you.
Oh, that movie sucked. Did you watch X-Men Apocalypse?
I fell asleep through it.
What a fucking dumpster fire. Ugh.
Oh, she's a telepath.
Okay.
Mind control, mental bolts, precognition, psychic powers.
So were you trying to tell
basically.
me that like the punch thing is a bolt of some kind?
That's what Betsy Braddock does, yes.
Okay. She punches. I was right. She punches harder than you.
Wait, she's also Captain Britain?
Like, what? No. Surely not.
Hold on, I'm looking into
Hey,
this.
fix it. Make it do better while I punch this guy's
blah,
feet.
blah. Okay,
Hell yeah.
There is-
That's so satisfying.
she is a telekinetic mutant, Elizabeth Betsy Braddock. She uses psionic energy and skills as an assassin against supervillains.
Tight.
So that's her whole deal, right? We knew that. She serves Otherworld as Captain Britain.
Oh. I had no idea.
She joins the X-Men as Psylocke and serves Otherworld, which is capital O, like, I don't know what that is.
That's unforgiving.
Unforgiving.
Are you kidding me? Game over? Because I lost one level?
Really?
Do I have to start the whole game over?
Really, the whole game? Because you're 45 seconds from done here.
We're not really.
Oh, it's
we
a
got-
fucking pocket dimension. Never mind. She's not Captain Britain.
Okay,
In
thank
some
you.
pocket dimension, she's Captain Britain.
Holy
Okay.
jeez. Yeah, the whole game over.
Anyway, yeah, that's adjacent.
I'm doing
to
Wolverine again.
616.
Wolverine was awesome.
Do Wolverine. Just go on a berserker run. I want to see you schnick them claws out, boy.
So there's like a button for their powers. His power is healing. So, like, his
Kill 'em
claws,
all.
His claws are out. That's it.
Kill them all. Like
He
God
doesn't
sorted
have
out.
a special power. He just has his
He
claws.
kind of has the best power.
Right.
Everything else you can hone because he's been given time. You know?
I guess what I mean is that the other characters had some kind of projectile.
Oh, sure.
He's not shooting anything.
Sure. Everybody bags on the healer of the group
But I mean, he's way faster, though.
until your whole group's almost dead, and then
He's-
who's looking pretty good.
Yeah, he's way faster. He can jump higher. Yeah, he's the best.
The whole reason adamantium was able to be fused to his skeleton is because of that regenerative healing property.
I was bummed that Nightcrawler didn't make an appearance in this game because
He's in the arcade game though, so that's okay.
I was about to say that's the character I always pick.
I mean,
Always.
him or Colossus.
Yep, him or Colossus. That's it. I'm not interested in anyone else. I don't want to play as Dazzler. I want to fucking be.
I want to be
wanna be the cool guy.
I want to be a cool guy. He's got fucking 3 fingers. It's fucking dope.
All the coolest guys growing up had 3 fingers. Nightcrawler, the Ninja Turtles,
Roland.
Wolverine has 3 claws.
Roland from the Dark Tower gets 2 of his fingers bitten off on one hand.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Isn't that awesome?
It's pretty cool.
I mean, just listen to the Dark Tower books. You don't have to read them. They're too thick. Just listen.
Oh, God.
Just listen.
They're so dense. How many Dark Tower books are there?
There are 7, and there are also like another short story and like another side book.
Give me an average page number of like how long these books are.
I can tell you in hours. They're about 28 hours to listen to.
I can't wrap my head around someone sitting down and writing a book that long. I don't know how people do it. It's amazing to me.
And if you ask Stephen King, he'll tell you, I just write about 3,000 words a day.
Oh, that's it?
I sit down from like, I don't know, I think he sits down from like 9 to 2 or whatever. And
What a life.
And he fucking writes.
What a life.
But
what a great schedule, too.
But he
9 to
does
2.
it every day.
Sure.
That's what he says the key is.
And I'm assuming that every day, most of those words are then deleted and thrown in the trash.
He said it started that way, but it gets easier. He calls it clean copy. And he's like, if I sit down in about 3 months, I can write an entire novel, clean copy. Like it'll have to go to an editor and stuff like that still, like, because it's a book that's going to be published. So you got to make sure that there's no spelling errors and shit like that.
Sure.
And he has a team of people to make sure his mythology stays correct because he sometimes contradicts himself.
It's a lot to remember. He's created a lot. You know?
For the Dark Tower, for instance, he started writing the Dark Tower books when he was a teenager. Literally when he was in early college, he wrote about Roland the Gunslinger. And then he just finished in like the 2010s or whatever. Finished the 7th book in like 2006, something like that, 2007. Right. So along the way, yeah, 7 books worth of stuff happens. And some of it you're going to forget. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I said that he was left-handed in the first book, and now I'm saying he's using his right hand to do something, blah, blah, blah. You know, it could be something as simple as that.
Do you think maybe these guys thought to themselves, hey, we fucked up. This guy can shoot lasers out of his face.
Hey, this is a lot easier than that gig we had on Endor. You get it because
I get it because I'm in the woods and they're flying on bikes.
Flying on bikes. I hope George Lucas didn't see this. He's gonna sue.
He can't sue anybody.
Oh,
all
yeah.
right.
Disney will definitely sue.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wait, no, they own X-Men now too. See, when they own everything, there's nobody to sue.
God damn it.
That's sad. What a bleak note to end on.
Yeah, but look at my laser eyes, dog. It's fucking sweet.
Sick.
See you next time.
Please correct us in the comments. They are not laser eyes. We know.